What do you think about the old casino battle royal? I understand that when they had the casino battle royal, they were in Las Vegas. It was either all in or all out or double or nothing, or to quote the great Lou Costello, craps, boxcars, big bennies, bye-bye. There was a casino theme. What's the matter with you?
I appreciate you quoting the great Lou Costello.
Well, all right. But there was a casino theme in Las Vegas or something. Now it's just a casino battle royal on a fucking show named Revolution in Jacksonville, Florida.
I must have missed it. I'll be honest with you. This was one of those matches where I just couldn't pay too much attention.
No, it's impossible.
I knew it was a tag team battle royal. Was it actually called the Casino Battle Royal?
Well, that's what I saw in advertising.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the advertising for this match. Or
but this time, it was a tag team thing. So instead of groups of 5 people coming out when their card suit was pulled or whatever, it was goddamn. The team comes out like the Royal Rumble every such period of time or whatever. The point is, this is a mess. Every fucking jackleg outlaw goof that they've signed to a contract that they never even use on television, they just threw a bunch of shit out there, and it was an exhibition of outlaw, substandard, green talent having the worst example of indie bullshit battle royals. And it went well over 25 minutes. And whatever the fuck the purpose of this thing is, there is a battle royal on every show, and it always exposes all of their people that they have that shouldn't be there. And the only part of this I watched, why? It's a fucking mess. But I had to see it because somebody shared the clip on Twitter. Did you see the part where Dino Douche, Dwarf Dongsucker, jumped in the ring, and Dino Douche, he jumps up in Dino's arms, and Dino throws him at Pizzeria Uno of the Dork Order, which now he's a goddamn baby face. So they got baby faces eliminating each other. The dwarf Hurricane Rana's supposedly Uno, but actually Uno was on the apron of the ring and just dropped the dwarf right straight to the floor, practically on his head, and then like 2 seconds later started running and ran 12 feet and went headfirst into the ring post and took a big bump to the floor.
That was a sprint. He ran as fast as he could.
Yes, but he had to wait for 2 to 3 seconds first after the move was given to him before he started. So he made like an airline pilot. He made it up in the air. It's the most unprofessional bunch of horse shit I've ever... Why? So basically, people bought a pay-per-view that they're fast-forwarding through because they can't fucking take this shit. Any comments about that match? That's all I saw of it.
I thought the end with Ray Phoenix and Jungle Boy was really good.
Well, I'm glad. Who won?
Ray Phoenix.
Well, I'm glad.
It's Ray Phoenix and Pac against the Young Bucks at some point in the future, because they already announced it's going to be Ray Phoenix against Matt Jackson on Dynamite, so I thought the tag match was going to happen this week, but obviously it's at some point in the future.
So how rotten do you think that will be? They just had, whether you realize this or not, MJF and Jericho are basically their top heel team because Jericho's their biggest star and MJF has been the only bright spot on the heel side in terms of, well, Starks, verbally at least. They just had a pay-per-view match and beat them and blew that off, and they're going to follow that up with the Bucks versus Felix and Pac. Like if you went to, I don't know, anywhere in the United States of America and said name wrestlers, Felix and Pac would both be down around number 742 of anybody that would be mentioned. So they're following a big match with Jericho and MJF up with Bucks versus Pac and Felix. All right.
For all the buckaroos that like high spots, it'll be exactly what they want. Who else? I mean, that was the thing I was thinking at the end there. I was like, you know what? I think Jungle Boy may win this thing. He's always losing out at the last second to something. Maybe this will be the interesting thing, the Bucks versus Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. Something different, something we haven't seen before. But no, Jungle Boy lost. Rey Fenix won. And Rey Fenix, I'll say it again, he misses some stuff. He dives past people. But what a just spectacular high-flying wrestler he is.
What a spectacular high-flying misser he is. They're always spectacular. When he misses spectacularly.
No one else looks as good missing these moves or flying past people. Or flying. I've seen him do that spot where he dives through the ropes and he does a flip and he lands like in the crowd. I've seen him do that a number of times.
Yes.
But he's pretty impressive.
Somebody's going to call Stephen P. New one of these days. Say, hey, this fucking Mexican just kicked my fucking teeth out.
Not until they get rid of the hired help at ringside. None of those people are going to sue. Right. Jade Cargill was at ringside. Did you see her?
Oh, I know. I saw that. Yes, and Red Velvet on the other side. So that's... Well, of course, back in the day, Trish Stratus, and Victoria would be on the front row cheering on the competitors in between their matches for the women's title. Whatever.
Jade Cargill had her big debut. Now she's back to being a fan at ringside.
Yeah. Well, at least she looks more natural there. She looks much more at home there. And by the way, for all the spectacular missers out there, if you want to get a job with a real company, Pinocchio, there's only one left apparently. And yes, the programs do suck, but the WWE, I can promise you, you go do sloppy bullshit trying to get all your shit in at a tryout there and you're fucked. And for 20 years, I had to tell guys at every training program that I was involved in, I want a degree of difficulty of 5 and an execution of 10, not the other way around. You're not going to get a job that way. You're going to get fucking the reputation of being a fucking goof. And they've completely lost the fact of until you can make everything you do look good, don't bypass the basics. And it's more important for the shit to look real than for the shit to look exciting or fucking, oh, holy shit. Because that's not what we're doing. None of these people would have the discipline to play on a professional sports team because they all want to do what they like to do rather than what the fucking game is about. And any self-respecting coach of a professional sports team, if they violated the fucking fundamentals of that sport like these fucking jackoffs do in AEW, the coach would be beating them over the head with a fucking brick. Anyway,